Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. As you can see, wearing a hoodie this morning. I'm enjoying these mornings that I wake up that it's in the 50s. I think it was about 55 this morning, and it's only going to get cooler from here on out. So I like this time of year. I'm a big fan of hoodie weather and all that kind of stuff. But anyhow, today I just thought I would do another share with you what I ate on a raw vegan diet. I'm not fully raw vegan, but this will be a totally raw vegan day. A lot of times I'll throw sweet potatoes on my salad or whatever, but I got some interesting things that I've got planned for today. I don't always plan these out, and this one isn't like planned out, but I've got a dish that I've been wanting to try out. I'm going to try it out at some point today, and I'll share it with you. But for breakfast this morning, I am having myself a nice acai bowl. I haven't had one of these, and I don't think I had one in about a week now. I found these little acai packets at our local Publix, so I just mixed some frozen bananas with the acai. And I'm not getting my mangoes. It was very abrupt. I want to say last year when mangoes were really good, they slowly went away and the price slowly got higher. But this year they went from $5 for $1 to now they're $2 for $4. So that's why I'm not getting as much. I'm not doing as much with the mangoes these days. But I do here, even though this is banana mixed with acai, I got some fresh banana, as you can see on the rim out there. And I've got some kiwi. I've been eating kiwi more the last 6 months. I don't know why. I just one day bought some kiwi. I enjoy them, so I've been eating kiwi. Got some kiwi on there. And I've got some chopped walnuts here in the middle. I like these little acai bowls. They're nice. They mix it up a little bit from just regular ice cream or eating fruit. Let's see, we're in October. Hopefully we'll be seeing more oranges soon, and the orange price will be good this year. I didn't do a lot of juicing last year, but anyhow, going to sit down, eat this breakfast, and when I come back to you, I think probably lunchtime's going to be that new dish, but we'll see. Okay, I'm back for meal number 2. Was experimenting, playing around a little bit in the kitchen this morning, and this is going to be a work in progress. It's good, very good, but I'm probably going to tweak it a little bit, definitely tweak it a little bit before I do a recipe video on this one. But having some zucchini, some zoodles, zucchini noodles. Just, where's my little Gitchy? I like to just use this thing. It's a little $10, $12 thing I can get Bed Bath & Beyond. And the sauce is actually really good. Like I say, it's just a little bit more about tweaking the various amounts. It's got, let's see what I have in there. It's got cashews in there. It's got a little bit of garlic, some lemon juice. Some nutritional yeast, some lots of basil. You can never use too much basil. And then some sun-dried tomatoes and some red pepper flakes, because I didn't want, I've done basil and I've got some other basil recipes, although without the sun-dried tomatoes, I could have probably whipped this up into just a basil sauce, but want something a little bit different, a little bit spicier. I'll do a recipe video on this when I get the proportions down a little bit more. Like I'm thinking maybe the next batch I might add, I don't know, a little bit less of the sun-dried tomatoes and maybe a little bit more of the pepper flakes. You got to be careful with those red pepper flakes because they can get away from you. I swear before I've used them, and you're shaking them in there. Shaking them, you blend it, everything's okay, and you do one more shake, you blend again, and then it's like, oh my God, this stuff's on fire here. So I'm gonna play around with those ingredients a little bit, but that's just what I do in the kitchen. You know, people are like always like, well, show it. I'm just fooling around in the kitchen, and that's why I encourage you to do the same thing. A lot of times I'll just get a weird taste in my head, and I'll start thinking, okay, how can I replicate this? I might go online and look up some various recipes, and I'll pull an element from here and an element from there, but that's all it is. I'm not a kitchen person. I'm not a food creator. I was very simple before I came to this lifestyle. So I encourage you, get in the kitchen, play around, and see what you can come up with. Now I'm going to go down, sit down, and eat this and enjoy this one because this is something different. Normally I'm kind of I just kind of go through the motions and eat the same things just because it's simple. But this is going to be good. So be back to you soon. Ooh, those zoodles really hit the spot for lunch. I let those sit a little bit, waited about an hour, and now I'm having myself a little chocolate shake. Just need a little bit something more on my stomach. I'm going to go to the park here in just a little bit when I get through doing something I'm doing here in the house. And yeah, this was just some of the. I didn't use all. I usually have 2 bags of frozen bananas, small bags of frozen bananas. And I don't use them all in that acai bowl that I had this morning. So I used a few frozen bananas, a couple of non-frozen bananas, put just a little bit of cacao in there. I found like with chocolate shake, less is more. Blended it up and voila. That combination of just a little bit of unfrozen banana with frozen banana makes it a nice creamy consistency. I still use a little bit of water. What I'll do with that is I put 2 bananas in there first and put just a little bit, a tiny bit of water, not enough to make it liquidy, but just enough to kind of get the blade spinning. And then I blend that up, and then I put the frozen bananas in there. Now every once in a while I'll put just a touch more of water in there, or maybe another unfrozen banana. If the frozen takes over and it gets a little bit too thick, the test is it's got to be able to suck through the straw to be a shake. So gonna enjoy this, get out and take a walk, and then I'm sure I'm gonna eat one more time for the day. Okay, here's the last meal of the day, but I'm not going to eat it right now. I got tied up after I had that shake and got to doing some things on the computer, and I didn't make it to the park. And I'm not hungry right now. It's about 2:30 or 3, so I made my salad. It'll be ready, and I'll eat it when I come back from the park. And I got a big one here today, as I always do. I like this big old bowl here. I've carried it with me a number of places. But in here we have a head of red leaf lettuce. I like to cut up some cucumbers in there. I don't know why, I just like cucumbers. They add to the salad. I've got chopped purple cabbage, chopped broccoli, and some lentil sprouts on top. And what I don't have, and I realized I forgot to get that yesterday when I went to Publix, is anything fermented. I've been adding just a little bit of kimchi or sauerkraut to my salads recently. I don't add a lot of it. I just usually add a couple of tablespoons, but I didn't get any yesterday. And the dressing, I'm about 99% sure I'm going to use my mustard-based dressing. I forget if it's called. Sometimes I use spicy mustard, sometimes I use Dijon mustard, but more than not, I use spicy mustard. There's a recipe within the last, I don't know, sometime in the last month. I think I did a recipe video on that one, but I'll do my best to try to remember and drop a link in the description below. But yeah, that's it. Some days I didn't have a green smoothie today. A lot of times I like to try to get in a green smoothie for some more nutrients, some more greens, some of the good stuff. But wanted to experiment a little bit with that dish earlier, so you never know what a day is going to bring. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure and subscribe to the channel and come back and watch some more of my content. And we'll see you here again in the next couple of days. Peace.